about what the song is
Alright,
about.
This is just my explanation of the song Under Pressure that y'all just listened to with the lyrics and stuff. So it starts off saying, first of all, I wrote this song in a moment where I was trying to decide what to do with my life. And I know there's a lot of young people who struggle with that. Like, what does the Lord want me to do with my life? What is the plan for my life? Like, what am I on earth for? You know what I'm saying? And we get caught up in that a lot as you know, we grow up. And so, like, that's what I wrote about, and I'm just trying to explain it to y'all. Maybe it can give you some revelation. All right, it starts off saying, 1,000-year-old story, the world will still come at you. Baby, sit back, and you'll bet, yeah, he'll come to find you. So what that just means is, like, it's the same old story. Like, you're not the first person who's gone through this, okay? You're not the first person who has been struggling to figure out what to do with their life. It's the same 1,000-year-old story, man. The world will still come at you, and the world's still gonna come knock on your door, you know? The world, in the sense of just life, is gonna start knocking on your door, you know, when you get to an age when you start thinking, all right, baby, sit back and you'll bet, yeah, he'll come to find you. If you think you're just gonna play it off and sit on the couch and, like, you know what, I'm gonna just play it off, you know, I'm young, you know what I'm saying, bro, the world will come to find you, like, for real, like, it's gonna happen.
Amen.
Baby, sit back and you'll bet, yeah, he'll come to find you. So widen your shoulder, just, you know what, the world, see, the Bible tells us that the world has been defeated, so, you know, just, you know, widen your shoulder, man, push him over. You know, baby, you're a little bit closer. That means the moment that you realize that you need to do something and you can't just sit back on your life, you're already a little bit closer. You know what I'm saying? That's why it says, widen your shoulder, push him over, baby, you're a little bit closer. And then it goes off to saying, you know, yeah, you know, now you're fired up a little bit. It says, what is it that you live off? Everyone's got a drug. And see, now the Lord searches our motives. That's why this verse, I wrote down this verse, because my motives were not always right. What is it that you live off? Why do you want to accomplish the dream that you want to accomplish? I think that's where a lot of people you know, trip up on, is not what they want, but is why they want it. So what is it that you live off? Everyone's got a drug, like, for real. Everyone has a drug. So you just need to sometimes just analyze yourself and your dreams and why you want to do certain things. And that's just the first part, okay? Then it goes off into the second part, which is personally is my favorite. It starts going, don't feel myself trapped in any age. Going through life is just a different phase. All right, I don't feel myself trapped in any age, because how many times have you heard it? Hey, man, dude, you're 20 years old. You shouldn't be living with your parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, dude, or even older, like, hey, I'm 26. Like, I need to be doing something with my life. Like, people at 26 got kids, and they got jobs, and they got 2-3 cars. Like, I'm still here trying to figure out what to do. I'm still here working, doing my little jobs, and you get uptight about it. You know, sometimes even at 18, people feel uptight, you know. But see, ages don't really matter. It's not the age that matters, it's the phase. Because, I mean, different people go through different phases at different ages. So don't let people put that in your mind, like, hey, man, like, for real, you need to get off. Alright, the next phrase goes, map out a plan and it will change, but it will take you to the next stage. So what that means, I've just seen this in my life, and just the people who have been around me, you can map out a plan all you want. You know what I'm saying? You can map out a plan all you want. Make your little plans. You know, I'm going to go to college here for 4 years, and then I'm going to do this and that. I'm going to have this job and this. But really, man, that's not going to be like that. Like, the plans that you make, that's not how your life is going to be, which is a good thing. It really is. But, so what I've learned in my life is you can map out a plan, bro, it will change. But it will take you to the next stage. And that's the beautiful part. That it will take you, you might not think that, you know, I was trying to get to this objective and I didn't get there. Oh, you know, don't be upset about that, because what that really did, well, it took you to the next stage of where you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So life is just kind of also in stages like that. And so that's what I've learned through my life. Map out a plan and it will change. Don't worry about it, man. It will take you to the next stage. Then every little decision you make determines what some people call fate. All right. So before you make decisions every day, especially the big ones about careers and, you know, relationships, or I mean anything really, but before you make a decision, you have to think that every little decision that you make determines your fate. It does determine. People can call it destiny. You know, I mean, obviously God has His hand on you, but every little decision that you make determines what your fate will be. I mean, that's from small things to like, what am I going to do this weekend? It can determine your fate. Like, even every person that you talk to can also affect, you know, it's like the rippling effect. One little thing that you do, sometimes we don't even understand how much it affects us. You know what I'm saying? Not us, but also the rest of the world. So that's what it means, like, every little decision you make determines what some people call fate. So then we go into the chorus. It says, so take your time, take your time, take your time. All right, when you're about to make decisions like this, we're all stressed up. I gotta move. I gotta do this. And a lot of times the Lord tells us just to go out in faith without knowing. But also, you also need to have that balance of taking your time. Don't get stressed out about it. Take your time. Take your time. Your time will come. Decisions. If you take your time, you will see that decisions will be more clear to you. You will have more peace to them. When you feel peace, that's usually a right decision. It's usually God telling you, yeah, this is the right thing. But it always comes with time. Now, there's going to be times where the Lord's going to tell you to step out like that, and you're just going to have to go for it. But there's also times where you just got to relax. So take your time. Take your time. That's pretty much the chorus. Then we got the last part that it says, why are you so caught up in all this stress? Don't seem to trust His master plan. And that's, again, with taking your time. You get caught up in all this stress, when in reality, all you should be doing is trusting in His master plan for your life and for the lives around you and really for the world. Because really, whatever the Lord wants you to do in your life is way better than what you want to do in your own life. Any dream that you have that is not from the Lord will not bring you true satisfaction. And sometimes in following the Lord, you're gonna think like, wow, I never thought that I could be able to do that, or like I've never even thought about this being my, obviously we're talking about careers and professions. Like, man, I could have never thought of, I would have never thought that I would become this one day. But the Lord was like, see, it's better if you just trust my master plan. Stress is not from the Lord. And that's pretty much the end of the song, man.
Amen.
Amen, brother. Amen.
This poster is illegal in 51 countries.